What's up, YouTube fans? This is DeLeon Francis 60, and you're watching the Gamer Review. And I'm doing a tutorial um video for Accent Allies Air Miniatures Angels 20. Someone made a request for it, so decided to give him a tutorial video. So this is it. As you know, last week when I got this, I made a review on the game. It's more actually it's actually a rant because I was pissed off of the scale size of the land and this size. So, but I got over that. So, um, this is so I'm just gonna use this for probably for air missions. So, okay, and for the tutorial. The first thing you do, it's kind of like there's some changes here they did for this gameplay compared to the other two gameplays. First game is the the dice, and the first I'm gonna talk about is the dice rolls, how they changed that, and the second is the how the effects of battle takes place, like when how you destroy an aircraft. And what else? There's also some stuff in here like movements and maneuvers that I probably won't cover them all. I'll just show you a short tutorial because I don't want to take this thing too long for this video, because I'm just holding it. I'm just holding this camera, as you can see. Alright, the first thing I'll tell about the change is the fours are no longer considered a success. For some reason, they don't do that anymore. So a 5 or a 6 is considered success, but a 6 will consider to be a 2 shots. It's unmodified, so that's good. If you do score a 6, you do get a at least 2 shots. Second is when you destroy an aircraft, it's like saying player 1 or versus player 2 destroyed player 1. It's no the effect takes immediately, so that's automatically gone. Unlike in the previous game, when you kill one target, the first player, it's considered as destroyed, but when the second players try to fire back, he can fire back for that turn, but after the end phase, the casualty phase, he's considered a hit, considered a destroy or something. So they it's not it no longer works on that principle. Also, the maneuvers in this, when you move the plane, there are several maneuvers you can do, and you could possibly, if you do in some certain things, you might end up, if you do fly off your plane and outside the map, that's considered a victory point for your opponent, so watch out for that. And for the card over here, it uses the same concept as the War of Sea Miniatures for the damage effect for their armor. If you over the armor, like the regular armor, it's considered one hit. Vital, if you over the vital, it's considered a destroyed. It can only take 3 hits, then it will eventually get destroyed. So that's how the concept works in this game. And for the attack dice again, there's like several. I'm kind of still trying to read that, but you could get like saying you scored like this, yeah, that regular number. If it's, I think if it's a ace or a veteran, you might be able to get a. There's 3 classes of pilot class in here. There's like poor, average, and veteran and ace. So if I have a if you're a poor, you suffer like penalties. You suffer like a penalty that you subtract 1 die or something. But if you're I don't know about average. You probably are safe or something. I have to read about that one. But if you're an ace, you might have a special attack that might add more hits. Like saying a 4, it'll turn into a 5. If 6, it'll turn into a 6. But a 6 will still remain an unmodified rule. So if you have a 6 in your first throw die, you'll have, that's 2 shots. But if you have that rule that you increase the, like you have that special ability that it has that limit, increase your die to a 6. It doesn't have that ability with 2 shots. So it's still considered a success, but it's still just 1 shot. It's still considered a 1 shot. So this is gonna be 1, 2, 3. So 3 shots in that. That's how it's gonna work for the gameplay. Okay, and alright, now for the initiative. It uses initiative as well. So let's see. Player one will go. Oh, we got a 7. And we get an 8 for the, I believe we get an 8 for player 2. Let's try player 2 again. Yeah, yeah, it's a 7 actually. Sorry. Oh, we got a 10. So player 2 goes first, goes second if he wants to, but I'm gonna say it does. So player 1 goes first. So okay, now for the movement, there's like the movement has like there's 2 types of movements here. There's normal speed and high speed. Normal speed usually you can just move like up to, in this card over here, the Spitfire is 4 speed of 2 to 4 hexes, I believe, and high speed is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's basically how it works. Or I can just go just 1, 2, 3. You can do a normal move in normal speed. You can do a normal movement. Like you can turn from here. You can go from 1, 2, and go for a normal move. If you want to do a normal turn, you can do that for a normal turn or something. You can switch it right there. But there's another for high speed, you cannot you can go to an extra, like for high speed you can go for 5 hexes, but you won't be able to do regular turn or hard maneuvers, I believe, difficult maneuvers. So there's 2 types of turns: regular turns and difficult maneuvers. And you cannot use you can't use them in high speed. You can. There's also a movement. There's kind of like if you want to move your aircraft, you can do called a difficult maneuver, and it says here it's right in this booklet. I don't know if you can see that. It has brake roll, barrel roll, split S roll, scissor turn, and tight turn. So you have to score, like, it has like a card system over here. It says in the turn, on a turn or something, it's like a 5. I think that's add 5 points, and you have to score either a 10 or a 13 or higher. Let's see, I have like 4, and I get a 9, so it's not considered a success. So if I want to make a brake roll or something, I can go from here to here, but if I fail, I have to go straight. So that's how the one of the difficult maneuvers in this gameplay. Now I'm gonna skip through the attack phase. Let's say they finally got through that area, and right here, I'll just choose this thing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4. Okay, now that this is the attack phase. Remember, um, even though you want to be a second player, the first player attacks first, so it it's a kind of a double-edged sword for playing a second player. You may be able to move second actually, predict your enemy's movement, but once if your enemy gets a lock on you or something, like a target lock, he may be able to destroy you. Let's say, okay, I'm gonna roll 4 attack dice against the Messerschmitt since Messerschmitt was the first. Okay, what do we got? 5, 4, and another 4, and a 1. And so that becomes a 2 because they're both aces. And this becomes a, let's see, this becomes a 5. Damn it, come on. And this becomes a 6. And this becomes a 5. So this is 1, 2, 3. So it's basically 3 shots. Since this is I did not roll this in my first turn, it's not it counts only 1 success on this one. But if I did roll this in the earlier as a 6, it counts as 2 success. But so it's a 3 shot. For the vital, it does not destroy the vital armor of the German fighter, but it does damage it. So the vital it's 3 shots. That means it's equal to its regular armor. So it's just 1 damage. And normally I would just tear apart one of the cards here, but I'll skip that right now. And now the attack turn for the British is over. And now for the Germans' turn. You're going to attack since in the same hex. I'll be a 4. Okay. 2, 1, 4. So practically it's 1 success, so it's a miss for the ace. So so it's just a miss so in this turn they miss. Now for the set. Now it's time to do another initiative roll. Damn, I don't want to do a long video. This video is gonna take too long. So another initiative roll. So you kind of get the gameplay. You kind of repeat the process. But if you have an extra plane on each side, they have to you can only activate them once at a time. So that's how the gameplay works. So you have to use a lot of maneuvers to win the game. So when you play the game, like to outmaneuver your opponent. So and you have to watch out for some score hits. And there's also the firing arcs. You can tell from this area. I won't cover it in here because it's gonna take too long just saying it here. But there's 6 several maneuver firing arcs, and you can also do maneuvers and like positions, advance. That's in the advanced rule, like this one, like maneuver, banking, left, right, dive up, something like that. So I hope this small tutorial video that I made is good enough so for you. So just rate and comment and subscribe. This is Alien Francis 60. You just watched the gamer review.